Hey everybody, welcome back. You can see there's a box behind me, which means that I'm doing an unboxing. Which also means that this is another purchase of an instrument from Amazon Warehouse to determine if the condition they advertise is in fact reality or not. If it's a deal or no deal. So, this guitar will be unboxed live for you. And we'll see what this thing, what kind of condition it's in, what kind of guitar it is, and if, again, it was a deal or no deal. Advertised as being like new, which with Amazon is ships in the original box, in its original box, does not have any blems or damage to it, in virtually like new condition. So let's take a look. This I ordered off the warehouse, took about, I would say 4 days to 5 days to get to me, which is not bad. This is how it was shipped. So you can see here, it is a Yamaha branded item. Storia, it says on the box, is the model. And again, this is how it's shipped. Box is kind of oldish looking, right? It's not damaged per se, but it is a little dinged up. So hopefully the guitar is going to be in like new condition. Let's take a look. It's always interesting with the warehouse, right? You can either get a really, really good deal, or you can get something that's a problem. One thing good about Amazon, whether it's the warehouse or Amazon proper, the returns are usually painless, and they take back stuff without a hassle, without an issue. So that's the good thing. It's even better if you don't have to return it. Alrighty, we're getting through this tape. Oh boy. Almost there, guys. I know this is painful. Just bear with me another second, and we should be done. Let's get this done. Okay, I think we're there. Let's see. Nope. It says there's more tape over here. Now we're done. All right. Okay. Boy. Again, was this another false alarm? Where is this thing connected? Ah, there's still one more piece. Okay. Now, that should do it. Off. Seems to be boxed okay. This is how it looks inside the box. Not a ton of padding or protection. It's just in a foam bag in the box, in this cardboard box, without, like I said, too much protection inside. And it comes with, I guess, the Yamaha pamphlet instructions, whatever, and an Allen wrench to adjust any kind of neck relief. Just in this foam bag. Alrighty. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Take this off. I hate when this stuff sticks to the guitar. I much prefer those cloth bags that they use sometimes, but you don't see them very often. Okay. We are almost there. Ah, voila. That's it. Yamaha. This is Astoria. Now, I'm just going to do a fast once-over, just to take a quick look to make sure that nothing obvious sticks out with any sort of damage to this thing. So, I will do a fast once-over. Going to look at the headstock, which appears to be okay. The neck joint, back of the guitar, which I already see damage on the back of the guitar. Somebody must have dropped this, and I'll show it to you in the camera. Okay. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's there. And this was not, a super inexpensive guitar. So let me show you first what we're talking about. So here, guys, you can clearly see, let me move my finger, right below my finger right there, right? Clearly see there's damage. There's a thin layer of coating over this guitar, poly, whatever the hell it is, and it's cracked. So this was either dinged by shipping, by somebody, pressing into the box. Again, it was a single box. Or maybe at the warehouse itself it happened, and then it was shipped. I don't know. But there is damage to the bottom of the guitar. Other than that, I don't see a lot of other stuff immediately on this guitar, other than that, like I said, that point. First glance is, it appears to be okay. And this is going to just be a first impression, first look video. It's not tuned, it's right out of the box. That's all it's going to be, and then I'll come back with another video if, in fact, I do decide to keep this thing and play it. So, let's take a look at the guitar itself. I'm going to just adjust this. Alrighty. So this is obviously, an acoustic, smaller bodied, not as thick as a Dread guitar, as you can see. The depth is not as boxy and big as a standard Dreadnought. This is probably an OM, orchestra model, folk style guitar, smaller bodied guitar. These are designed, the Storia line, S-T-O-R-I-A, for Yamaha, are designed at the entry-level player, the intermediate player, that wants something decent in quality to start with, but doesn't want to spend a ton of money. So these are typically the map or list price, retail price, is $449.99. I got this through the warehouse for $243.19, so that's almost $202 worth of savings, which is pretty good. But it was listed, again, as like new, and it does have a tad bit of damage on it. So the warehouse, this was not a deal, I would say, but it wasn't a no deal either. It was somewhere in between. It was a muted deal. But in any event, let's talk about the guitar. So it is Astoria, that's the model, and inside, it's really bizarre. You just have this light blue, I don't know how well you could see that in the camera, sticker that says Storia. It doesn't even say Yamaha inside the guitar. And then the tuners on here are these open back tuning machines, gear machines. You can see them. No screws on these tuners, which is interesting. You can't adjust the tuners, which is a little bit disappointing. They're gold. Guitar is attractive looking. It has these inlays that are kind of unique. Little basic dots that you can barely see, and then there's a little bit of a logo there on, or a design, I should say, on the 12th fret. Guitar is very light. It has a walnut fretboard and a walnut bridge with these brass pins in the guitar that you can see here, which are supposed to give it better tuning stability. I don't know if that's the case or not. Again, these are probably standard Yamaha tuners. The body itself, sides and back, are mahogany. The neck, the back of the neck is supposed to be NATO. Again, walnut fretboard, walnut bridge. The top of the guitar is solid spruce, and it is an antique white paint job over the wood. So you can see the wood through the paint slightly. I don't know how well you can see that in the camera. But it's not very prominent. It's definitely, and it gives it this modern, funky look, right? I guess that's what Yamaha is going for. Around the soundboard, in the middle here, there's a slight gold ring that goes around the sound hole. It is an electric acoustic. Right here is where you plug the guitar in, and it has a piezo pickup inside the guitar, Yamaha pickup inside the guitar. No way, no preamp, no tuner, no nothing. Just an electrified ability for the guitar to plug this thing in. And again, when I come back, if in fact I keep this thing, I will demo it. And again, I'm feeling this where this little bit of damage is. It's rough back here, so there is a bit of, feels like almost cracking in the wood, which is interesting. I'll take a look at that later. The nut on the guitar is not a bone nut. It's described as urea. So the nut and saddle are made of urea, which is a resin-like material. It's not plastic, but it's a synthetic material, not a bone nut. It's supposed to be decent. They're used a lot on classical instruments. What else? And that's about it. Now, the neck itself is a thin neck. It's not a thick neck. And again, because this is designed for an entry-level player, maybe it's a child, maybe it's a first-time player, whatever the case is, it has a nice, comfortable, easy feel neck, thin neck, which is always, in my opinion, attractive. I don't anticipate this being in tune, but let's just see. All right, it's out of tune, but not too much. I will come back, like I said, later on after it's tuned at another point playing this thing. If I so keep this guitar, this is what the action looks like out of the box. So it is fairly low. It's definitely, it appears to be playable in the shape that it's in right now, assuming that there's no major intonation issues or anything else with this guitar. But yes, so that's it. Is it a deal? Is it a no deal? It's somewhere in between, because it was advertised as like new, and because, as you can see here, with this bit of damage that this guitar shipped with, not really like new. It does have a little bit of cosmetic damage on the body of the guitar. So, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Amazon Warehouse is always a flip of the coin. Sometimes you get things that are in unbelievable condition, which equate to an unbelievable deal for the price you pay. Other times you get stuff that is an abortion and something that you totally got ripped off on. And then there are other times where, like this, it's somewhere in the middle where, yeah, wasn't like new. There is a bit of damage on it. You might have saved some money, but if the damage bothers you, then it's not a deal. It's not worth it, because if you're like me, I'm kind of OCD with respect to any sort of, stuff that I can see that's damaged on a guitar. It kind of takes away from the appeal of the guitar, which sounds kind of stupid because you're playing it. It's a utility instrument, right? It's something you play, not look at. But I tend to like to look at these things, and it just stands out to me when I see something, a major blemish or something that catches my eye. So we'll see where it goes, if I keep it or I don't decide to keep it. So a little bit disappointed with this one. Is it a deal breaker? I'm not sure yet. We'll see. To be continued. But if you have any questions, put them below. If you find these videos helpful, useful to you, please subscribe. And as always, guys, until the next time, be well and stay safe. Take care.